Hi, Intermittent Fasting Part 2, how to do intermittent fasting. Okay. So if you watched our last video and you determined, you know what, that's a thing I'd like to try, but I don't know exactly where to start, that's what this video is about. Okay, so Yo and I both do intermittent fasting, and it's actually really simple, easy to execute, and actually not too hard as far as hunger goes, because that's the thing that most people are worried about. Okay. So again, if you recall, basically the idea is that after about 12 hours, your body will start to burn fat, and that's where the benefit or value of intermittent fasting kicks in. So you're going to want to not eat for 14 or 16 hours. And the easiest way to do that is basically to stop eating after dinner. So in our family, we eat dinner until around 7 o'clock. And then Yo and I will stop eating after dinner so we don't snack before bed and so on. Okay. But what that means, practically speaking, is that by 7 a.m. we have already fasted for about 12 hours, and then we're going to start to do our fat burning. Okay. So for women shouldn't fast for more than 14 hours, and Yo is going to talk about this in a little bit more detail about why that is. But so for women, basically a late breakfast is going to give you a fast. So eating after 9 o'clock, you'll have fasted for 14 hours then. Men can fast longer than that. So after about 16 hours, which will be 11 o'clock for men, they'll be done with their fat burning. They'll continue to burn fat longer than that, but after 16 hours is when you start to get more of the kind of cell regeneration benefits. So eating at around 1 o'clock or so, men will have these cell regenerating benefits. If a person feels hungry, black coffee about an hour after waking is a way that you can, for a lot of people, stave off hunger for a little bit longer. But this is a really important point. Research shows that when people do fasting, their hunger cues adjust. So when compared to people who do dieting, which is to say that at each meal they eat a little bit less, people who fast, even though the goal is not to reduce calories, rather it's just to kind of eat in a smaller window, people who do fasting don't feel hungry as they do this. Their hunger adjusts, whereas people who diet feel hungry all the time, which is not a sustainable solution. Okay? So again, in a nutshell, stop eating after dinner. For women, start eating again, around 9 o'clock or so, 14 hours afterwards. Men can push this a little bit longer. If you're hungry, black coffee about an hour after waking can sometimes push you a little bit further, but it'll get easier. So give yourself a couple of weeks, and after that, evaluate. Okay? Next time, we're going to talk about how to break a fast.